Hey folks, it's the Impact Master Panel. And we're doing biohacking for dogs, if you can believe that today. This is Ken McArthur, best-selling author of Impact, How to Get Noticed, Motivate Millions, and Make a Difference in a Noisy World. Also the director and producer of the Impact Factor movie and a bunch of other stuff. We just finished up with the Impact event, and that was a lot of fun. But today we've got our master panel here, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. But we've got Larry Steinhouse, financial wizard. We got the voice of reason, Frank Garon, and we've got Tbone Jones, the good guy.
The good guy. He's not a good guy. Is that how it works?
Jury's still out, but okay.
And on the hot seat, we've got Daniel Beatty. You'll find out more about him in just a minute. But let's go around the panel and just have you introduce yourself a little bit, and we'll go with Dan this time. How's that?
All right. That sounds great. I'm Dan Tbone Jones, or Jonesy. I do three things in the marketing realm for people. It's one with my partner Frank here through our school Conversion Chemistry. We teach marketing. But if you're the type that wants it done with you, I do marketing consulting. And if you're the type that wants it done for you, you can hire my marketing agency to do it for you.
Awesome. Frank.
Yes, sir. 26-year-old. Yes, I wish I was 26 years old. There's a Freudian slip. 26-year internet veteran. Been there, done that, and seen the movie. And now I work with Dan on conversion chemistry, which I love doing and enjoy all things you guys.
All right.
As well. Happy to be a part of this.
And the very famous,
next, huh?
the very famous Larry Steinhouse.
You can't even remember my name. That's how famous I am.
Famous.
That was deliberate.
I just remembered that your goal was to be famous, and now you are.
Now I am. All right. I am Larry Steinhouse. I run investor schooling. I do business coaching. I don't know. I have a lot of fun, and I love teaching people how to make more money. I love getting people to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So that's why we have a guest on today, right, Ken?
That's exactly right. And Daniel, we're here to learn all about you. So here's the good news. The good news is that you can throw away our advice after this call if you'd like. And the bad news is that you only get a few minutes to describe everything in your project and all your hopes and dreams and stuff, and also give us some good questions that we can answer. So you got about 4 or 5 minutes to kind of go through what your project is. I'm really interested to learn about biohacking for dogs. So you're going to tell us about that, and then you're going to give us some good questions that you want answered, and we'll see if we can help you out.
I just started in November called Biohacking for Dogs. Biohacking is like the art and science of optimizing your dog's health and well-being through nutrition, exercise, and technology and training. And what we're trying to do is the goal is to extend their lifespan and unleash their full potential. So the whole idea, the simplest, is to just have a better, healthier dog and to get them to live their life longer. I support passionate dog owners in their quest for improving their quality of life. So most of my clientele is middle-aged women, actually, who really care for their dogs. Typically, their dogs are more like their pet, their child, more than actually their pet. So I have most of the money's coming from affiliate marketing right now through the website. I have 5 affiliates that I work through. The whole thing is to actually gain me to become the biohacking veterinarian. So what I'm looking for is to generate enough income through the website so that I do not have to work for a living, as far as like I want to work because I want to work, not work because I have to work. So I see online marketing as a way of doing that, reaching out more people, reaching out to a bigger audience to actually get more help for these dogs when we're trying to get them to be of better health. So I have right now the money is slow because, like I said, I just opened up this business in November, and so the affiliates basically generate me about $100 a month right now. I really need to get up to 10,000. So if we can multiply that, that is what I'm looking to do. I know it's a slow process. I'm giving myself 2 years to do that. From that aspect, it's I have gotten to #1 spot in biohacking for dogs. The search term right now, though, is only 30 per month, but it's a very small niche that we're looking for.
Right.
So looking at other things, such as hydrogen water is one of the big components that I have been promoting for helping these dogs live a longer life. It's an antioxidant that is one of my affiliates that is more profitable, seems to be generating a little bit more income as far as like more conversions through that, and more people are looking into that. Same thing with PEMF, which is pulse electromagnetic field. Again, it's just part of the biohacking aspect, and it again, it's another affiliate that seems to have better conversions and generates more income. The other three are not doing as well.
Okay, so we're going to ask you some qualifying questions here, basically. And the first question that I have, when you're talking about affiliates, you're really talking about yourself as an affiliate. Is that correct? The income that's coming in? You don't have affiliates selling your products?
Correct. That's me selling for other people.
Right. So, all right. What other clarifying questions do we have?
I am so confused.
Are you?
I have no idea what he's doing. I have no idea what biohacking for dogs is. I do not get it. Is it just because I was pushing buttons and I wasn't paying attention enough, or are you guys confused too?
No, I get it.
No, I completely get it.
I get it too.
Okay, so I was pushing buttons.
You're just the.
It was my fault because I was trying to get the broadcast working. Because you guys were watching, you noticed his audio was cutting in and out. I was trying to fix it, and that's why you lost the video feed from us, Daniel. Because I tried to get better bandwidth by cutting our video.
Okay.
Okay. So we're still there. All right. So just real quick, I'm sorry. You're gonna.
That's okay.
You said something about being a psychiatrist for dogs.
No.
No.
Come on.
Now that would be an interview.
I'm a veterinarian. That would be kind of interesting. Have him sit on my couch.
I couldn't resist, but it was out there. Okay. So just real quick, one more time. Just film me one more time. I'm sorry.
How quickly can you say it?
Yeah,
So biohacking is the art and science of optimizing a dog's health.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is get the dog to live a better life
Okay.
through nutrition, exercise, technology,
Got
and
it.
training.
Now I get it.
Okay,
That
we're
was
trying to
actually a better
expand their
explanation than the
lifespan.
last one. That's much
All
better.
right.
Okay. So if somebody becomes your client, or they sign up for whatever it is, we're going to find out what that is in a minute. How do you help? What are the things that you do to help them?
A lot of it is just education. It's an educational website. It's trying to teach people what to do to get their goal of getting their dog to live longer and live happier and healthier.
Yeah.
Right.
My tagline is basically thrive, not just survive.
Was it a membership site? Did I miss that?
Not yet, no. It's just basically started in November. So
So-
it truly is, at this point in time, it is just me promoting
Affiliate
affiliates.
links. So basically, he's an affiliate for some products,
Okay.
and he wants to
That's what I
become the
thought. Right,
expert. And I think that's kind of
Okay.
the track he wants to take.
All right.
Yeah, so we need to expand on that. So I'm looking to writing in my ebook at this point in time. I have big speaking engagements. Like right now, I have a very large speaking engagement coming in September with one of the most popular, actually probably the most popular veterinarian in the world right now, Dr. Karen Becker and Rodney Abib. They've written a book that I'm on the same platform as they are. They're actually coming to Maryville, Indiana, my stomping grounds here.
All right. So how many people are you going to be able to get in front of if you go to that event?
So that event is only 250 people, but it is also
Only.
going to be streamed, and it's it is.
You've never spoken before, have you?
Have I spoken before? Yeah, I've spoken internationally, actually, on animal chiropractic.
Okay.
Largest crowd is about 500 to 1,000 people.
All right.
Somewhere in there.
250 is not to be sneezed at.
Yeah,
It's a good
250 is
size
freaking
crowd.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you fill a room with 250, I'll go and I'll pay you.
All right, there will.
And that's the show. And that's the show.
Challenge
Yeah.
accepted. He just threw
So it's
down.
5 months away, and the VIP tickets are already sold out.
You could be an affiliate to get people in the room.
All right, that'd be cool.
All right, so
Can
you
I
guys want to
just-
see his website?
I've seen it already.
Yeah.
I love
Great-
it.
great
They
up,
did their
great up,
homework.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was very helpful. I love you, but you need an opt-in form and something to give them. I know you said you have an ebook coming.
Yeah, you're.
But
So he
just-
does
I
have
do.
an opt-in form, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not on that
obvious until
page.
you go
Yeah.
finding it.
All right,
Yeah.
so you can't see what we're looking at. We'll try to describe what we're looking at, but your website, I mean, to say it's awful would probably be a compliment.
Well, it needs
Okay.
work a little bit, is what we're saying.
See, that's Frank's the
See,
nice guy.
that's the good guy versus the
Right,
bad
right,
guy.
right.
Well,
Actually,
I
that's
can-
wisdom.
I agree. It's awful.
I
Oh,
can
yeah.
play both sides. It's just that Larry plays it better than me most of the time.
There's biohacking for dogs.
Yeah, that header's
Keep
a waste of
updated.
space.
I mean, then you got this AI dog. And,
that's the stuff that we want to see, Larry, is like,
right.
yeah, right there. Everything below that image is, you have to think of it as like a newspaper. Above the fold is a headline that gets people's attention. So what we want there is a compelling headline, and whether it's a pop-up or a direct opt-in, but you have one chance to make a good impression and get people's names. And Daniel, I'd really like to see an opt-in there, offering them something.
You've got something up here. Keep updated. I'm curious.
Yeah, but that's that. Yeah,
What does
that's
that do?
That's probably taking you to the opt-in, but it's not a good CTA, not a good call to action.
No.
So, Frank, what you're referring to is the hero section of a website now,
I
which is
am.
the above the fold, which
Yes.
is that big, nice banner. That's not that. I mean, you can use AI, but that's just like smells like Mid-Journey right there, which is fine for developing the concept. But you want to either get some photographs, even if it's stock photos, or pay a graphic designer on Fiverr to use that concept and create something unique and compelling. And that's where you want the headline. What is biohacking and how can it help your dog? Something as simple as get better and more time and quality time with your dog.
Yeah,
And then that's the hero section. And the whole above the fold and below the fold thing is changing because at least 90% of your users now are going to be mobile, and we know people scroll. So
Yeah.
well, yeah, but that is above the fold on a mobile.
yeah.
So I'm also trying to say, like, he's got this. How much exercise is just right for your dog? And is this linked to Does this link to another?
Well,
It's a blog.
it's a blog.
It
Is
links to his
basically
blog,
what
or
it
is it linked
is.
to somebody else's blog?
Click it.
Not his.
That's his.
Mine.
Yeah, it's got articles, and again, it's not whether above or below the fold on the first page. I would suggest that is not the best use of that real estate. I've had dogs since I was a kid, so I'm on your side. I just really want you to get an opt-in or a compelling reason, like 7 reasons why biohacking for dogs makes sense. Click here, or that type of a thing. First, because if you're making $100, first of all, congratulations on $100 a month. Because if you can make 100, you can make 200. If you can make 200, you can make 5. Make 5, you can make 1,000. Since November, clearly you're doing something right. I'm a little worried about some of the search terms that we might want to expand those. I'll leave that for my compadre here, Jonesy, to talk about. But I think you're off to a good start. Just this website, I say it lovingly. Yeah, we got to fix that.
So you're looking at like the front page being more of like a landing page.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah. What are you trying to get? You just trying to give information out, or you're trying to get leads?
Okay.
You want to hang
Yeah,
on to your
try it. I want
customers
leads.
for a lifetime.
And so
Exactly.
we're talking about his front page of his main domain. Now,
Right.
I know from looking, he does have a Go High Level account, and you
Yeah.
can create landing pages there for specific reasons, or even within that WordPress ecosystem, you can have specific landing pages. Awesome. We can do a deep dive into that. But the main brand, the main product, which is you and this brand, that's what we're talking about, is creating that hero section. And you are the hero, right? You want to be the dog biohacker, right? You want to
Right.
be Dr. Dan,
Correct.
the dog biohacker. So you should be in there really as well.
Video is a great source of content. If you're going to be doing speaking gigs and things like that, start, honing your message down to a few key points. do some video for a giveaway. You know, if you're going to do a lead attraction kind of model, then you want to have specific videos for that opt-in offer, or to send somebody an ebook or those kinds of things, because video be much more compelling. You're a good-looking guy, and you can be articulate. I think that you just need to hone that message and make it personal. Make people feel like you really want to have their dog live longer and for them to have a better life. So make that personal appeal and put it into a clear call to action, because it's all about just getting people started. Once you capture the lead, you can have that for a lifetime. I've still got people that opted into my list, 25 plus years ago.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's a lifetime customer, and you got to remember lifetime value of a customer. It really adds up over time.
The other thing is, this is a very emotional topic, Ken. So people want to see their dogs live longer. I have an Australian Shepherd. She's part Australian Shepherd, and I swear she's part Fox. That's what she looks like. We just had a conversation before we went on the air with you. She's 15 and a half, and since 14, she's fading. I mean, she's got arthritis. She could barely hear, the usual stuff. And now she's got kennel cough. I've got to get her to the vet this week. And I would do anything to get an extra 2 or 3 years out of her. You know what I mean? It's I've loved every dog I've had. Maggie has been the best of the best, and I would do anything to give her extra longevity. Matter of fact, God forbid, when she goes, I would be looking you up to see what to do with the next rescue dog that we have. So I think you can provide on the homepage, really hit people in the heart. Listen, man, this is your dog. This is your kid. This is one of the loves of your life. Here's 7 reasons why biohacking can make your dog live longer, healthier, and happier. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money either.
So let's go past the website and just tick some of the obvious things, in terms of building you as the authority in this space. Obviously, you're already getting on stages. That's really, really good. I don't know how much you want to do of that, how much time and effort you want to put into that sort of stuff, but that's one opportunity for you. Authoring, are you the author of a best-selling book? Do you have a podcast? Podcast makes it personal, so people get to know you over time. And if they want to listen to these types of topics, they can learn easily on a podcast. And it can be a short thing. It can be easy. It can be, repetitive. You can put it up on YouTube. You can put it up on all these other things. Doing reels these days is a tremendous way to attract attention. So those are just short things that they could put up on anything from TikTok to Instagram to Facebook, wherever your market is right now, wherever they're living, you should be attracting their attention. And even me as a really old guy, I go on Facebook now and I find myself watching tons and tons of little short videos. Reels. Yeah,
I start watching one, and 3 hours later, I'm like,
that's right. It's
exactly.
a huge time waster. But if you get their attention and you have a clear call to action within that, in other words, the whole idea of interrupting the thought and how we want to finish that thought. If you start out on a topic and say, I've got 5 more things to tell you, and here's how you get to it. Those kinds of things will make a huge, huge difference. You can do radio. You can do television. You can get interviews on other people's podcasts. Have you done any of that stuff at all?
I have not done any of that. So, yeah, that was going to be my question here, is like what would be the next thing. And I would like to do some of these things. It's just a matter of time rather than...
No, it's a matter of desire. It's not a matter of time. You said the one thing I did hear you say was that you wanted to quit your job and you want to make a living off of this, right?
Yes.
Not going to happen
I want to
if
work.
you... Go ahead.
I said I want to work because I want to work rather than needing to work. I don't. Yeah. So
nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody works. I'm going to get into
Everybody
this.
does exactly what they want to do.
Exactly. So if you don't want to work anymore, just quit work. It's fine. you're going to work because you like it. Whether you may have bad days, but you're going to work because you like it. That's just the way we are. And I can get into this argument with a lot of people. But the first thing you need to understand is this is not going to work unless you really put some time and effort into it. It just doesn't happen overnight. You need to start becoming the authority on dogs. Why are you the authority on dogs?
Why am I the authority on dogs?
Yeah.
I'm the authority on biohacking on dogs, as far as like my experience and using my own biohacking for my own martial arts experience.
Okay.
So
are you a martial artist or are you a veterinarian?
Both.
I understand. I think the point that I was trying to make was you want to come across as the expert on dogs, right? So now you need to start. I'm going to give you a challenge. You going to do it?
He doesn't know what the challenge is.
No,
boy, you're an idiot.
No, I'll do it.
Save yourself.
Here's the challenge.
Save yourself.
Here's the challenge.
Run.
I want you to do a Facebook video every day for the next 30 days, giving good advice on how to help somebody keep their dog longer. I don't care if you have no viewers. Do a Facebook Live every single day for 30 days. And here's what I'm going to tell you. If you can't do the Facebook Live for 30 days, scrap the idea.
Okay.
The only way you're going to become the expert is you're going to start getting followers. You're going to start getting people who are going to be liking you and watching you. And all of a sudden it's going to be 1, then 2, then 5, then 10. And it may take you 6 months to get to 30.
It's really an advantage, especially with a podcast or doing Facebook Live or any of those techniques. It's an advantage that nobody is watching you at the beginning. I mean, even
That's true.
That is true.
That's true. Yeah.
Even Larry Steinhouse, when he was starting his daily show, which he did at 4:00 in the morning every day almost, he got up
Like
at
he was here
4
at 4
o'clock
o'clock in the morning,
yeah, he was here at 4:00 every morning, and he started out and he didn't use a teleprompter very well, because this was a scripted show.
Right.
He didn't, the thing didn't flow. By the end of how many days did you do that in a row?
Well, no, I did. I mean, I did it for a year.
A year, that's right.
right.
Yeah, I did it
but
for a year.
But I did it every single day, every weekday for a year.
Yeah.
And it took maybe 2 months before I felt comfortable, and then the audience started building, and then eventually I just gave it up because it was a lot of work, and I didn't monetize it. But it was a lot of work, so you need to understand that it's a lot of work, and if you're going to be doing that work, it will work for you. But if you can't do 30 days in a row, you're just basically pipe dreaming.
Here's the question I always go back to is, what do you want to do when you get up in the morning? And you may not want to do a podcast. You may not want to do public speaking. You may not want to write a book. All those things are possible, but I'd like to see you doing things that you really want to do when you get up. And the way that you find out whether you want to do it or not is you do it consistently. Like Larry said, do it for 30 days and see how that works out for you. That doesn't mean that you're going to get success in 30 days. That means that you'll get better in 30 days. And then if you really like doing it and you keep doing it, maybe a year down the road, you're at the top of the pile. But it takes time to develop any expertise. But identify exactly what you do want to do. Do you want to write? If you want to be a writer, that's great. If you don't want to be a writer, have AI put the stuff together and then have a human editor go through and edit a book, and you can get a book out and you can make it a bestseller. If you like speaking, multiply that. If you like being on other people's podcasts, you can tap into other people's audiences. I always say, the first thing you do is you ask where your customers are now, because they all exist now, and they're clumped around somebody. So we as human beings are social animals, so we clump around each other, and usually there's a leader in the middle, right? Because human beings like to be led. So if you can find out who those people are that have those audiences, I mean, you're getting on a stage this time. Obviously, somebody has put together an event where they can pull 250 people into a room. Be around those people and then say, how can I be of use to you? How can my knowledge of biohacking for dogs benefit you and your audience?
Are you going to be selling at this event, or are you going to be just collecting data?
Mostly collecting data. I will have my ebook written and finished afterwards, where 50 people got VIP tickets to meet with all of us. Now, granted, a lot of them are going to be going towards the other person, but in the meantime, we're here. I'm
do
there.
you have permission to give out a phone number or flash
Yes.
a QR code from the stage?
Absolutely.
Such that will allow you to have them text a code to a particular number, and you've got a phone. That's a huge resource. Larry can tell you all about those kinds of things.
Yeah, I use
But
it.
you got to capture them in the moment, because if you hand out sheets or you just need to make them walk through the steps, because if it isn't simple, people don't do it.
So
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Plus, you have to give it how much stage time to give you? Half hour, an hour and a half.
1 hour. It's an hour presentation, and then I have a booth, and then also at the end of the thing, there's an hour of VIP rubbing elbows
So
with 50 people.
how much are you paying to be on this stage?
0.
Is this a friend of yours?
Yeah, it's actually I'm supposedly one of the hosts of it.
So wait,
The whole thing is that it is promoting Dr. Karen Becker and Rodney Habib's new book that's coming out in June. They are going on a tour of the United States. One of the stops is going to be at our location. And a friend of mine owns a store. We've been kind of business, we promote each other's business, our brick and mortar business all the time. And so what is happening is that I am able to speak on this, because I was the one that started getting the ball rolling with this. He took it over and went hog wild with it, and got a whole set up with a room and everything else for all of us to be there.
Who's putting the butts in the seats? Because just from my experience,
It's not easy.
there are a lot of people who plan events and plan to have 250 people there, and don't end up with that many people.
This is in September, and he's saying that the seats are sold out already.
They're sold out already?
The VIP seats
How
are
many
sold out.
how
We
many
still
VIP
have-
seats are there?
VIP seats were 50. So there was 50
Even
VIP
that, to
seats.
be 50
That's pretty
seats.
good.
If he sold 50 VIP seats now before September,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it's either it's
They're tapping into some
yeah.
Is there any way that you can
Well-
get access to their database of attendees? Will they give you a list of attendees?
I could probably ask her. I mean, like I said, she's a
Ask
friend of
them,
mine.
ask them, ask them.
yeah.
So the other thing too is you want to make promotional material for you being at this event, and you want to start blasting this promotional material to everybody you know. I haven't taken a look at your Facebook yet. What is the Facebook? What does your Facebook look like?
Well, the biohacking ones is kind of weak. So my personal one or my business one
Okay.
has more about this.
So here's the question
about this
for you, right?
event. Go
Here's a
ahead.
question for you. Do you know the difference between your personal and your business website?
I do not.
Yeah, your personal website is just as important as your business website. If people don't know who you are by going to your personal website, I should look it up. What do you have, a picture of a dog on there or a cat?
For which one? I have three.
Your personal
Facebooks.
website.
I don't have a personal website. I have
I'm sorry,
my
personal
so-
Facebook page.
Yeah, Daniel Beatty.
So
BVM, I think is what it is.
let me see if I can find it. Because I think this is so important that people miss the boat on this.
It's just
Yeah.
Daniel Beatty.
Yeah, I got you. They missed the boat on this. You need to see. You have a picture of your friend, so I'm going to put this. Can I put it up here? Yeah, I can. I'm going to put this up so everybody can see it. You can't see what I'm looking at, but everybody
Right.
else can see it. So if you take a look at your Facebook page, right, it's just you and a bunch of friends, right? And you've got. Well, by the way, there's a lot of people disagree and agree on this. I think you should have your friends. You have it so that people can't see what friends you have. You should actually see what friends you have, unless you only have 6 friends. But I believe you don't.
I didn't know that it had that. No, I
Yeah.
have 1.8.
You want to make so you have so one of your posts here. You have Forever Dog Life Book Tour. So you should put this big piece of real estate, the top banner, the top banner of your Facebook page should talk about you and what you're doing.
Absolutely.
It's so important.
Yep.
Why are you wasting this free advertising? You take the free advertising
So
and use it.
On your personal
Like the
Facebook
header.
Personal
page.
page.
Yeah, we want to change that.
My personal page.
Yeah, we want to change that top image to something dog related,
Okay.
especially if you're
Something
trying
that
to.
promotes you.
Yeah, it's just because people are going to refer to your. They're gonna look and check you out. I mean, this is their dog. They want to know who they can trust. And Larry, I want to say that I agree with you wholeheartedly of the 30-day thing, because you know what, guys, it's going to take them 5-10 minutes a day to make. I mean, come on, you can do that for 30 days. That's building a new muscle, Daniel, and it's you can build those same videos can go on YouTube. You can compile them and put them in a membership site eventually. One of the other things too, I don't want to downplay writing a book. I mean, we had experts at Ken's event here this weekend. A book is going to be very much a credentializer and a really nice business card for you. And I guarantee you've got 120, 150 pages of information to share about biohacking with dogs. I mean, it's a specialized topic. And I know Jonesy has a lot to say about this here. He's been very quiet, but he looks like he's bursting at the seams here. With
Go ahead, burst out there, Dan.
Yeah,
let your
give him
free
some good
flag
advice.
fly, honey.
Oh, thank God! I can let the pressure out now. So this is cool
The
because
doors are closed and there's no vents in this room, okay?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
keep that in mind.
I was eating that hotel food all weekend, so it's gonna pop.
We're all doomed.
So Dan, reading what you had sent us here, you have a background in internet marketing and some tech stuff, which is really cool because I can give you some hacks right now. Right? You're talking about biohacks. You like hacks. You like some quick fixes and action plans that you can do in the next 30 days. You are going to do the videos, and you're going to use GPT to generate the ideas for what those videos are going to be, thus taking it out of your mental bandwidth. All right. From the perspective of the affiliates and driving traffic, so far you gave us a couple of key phrases from Google Search Console that are directly related to biohacking. I kind of understand what biohacking is, but there's a lot of additional key phrases that could be targeted for that because that's low traffic. You
Right.
Until people en masse know what biohacking for dogs is, which is like it's a side goal that you have with doing these speaking events and your lead magnets and the awareness. More and more people will, so that becomes self-fulfilling. But then targeting some specific needs and desires for people who want to care for their dogs, which I believe you already know how to do some of that research. So take a little dive into that. Now, until you're making $1,000 a month in affiliates, consider that all money you want to reinvest into advertising, because $1,000, it's nice you're making money and that's good. That's step one for your entire platform. Even in this phase, that's good. It's good that you're showing any sort of revenue. But you're a vet. You can stick some rabies needles in some dogs for a couple hours a day and make more than $1,000. So the idea is to make more with less. So you reinvest all of that revenue into ads, into ads specifically on Facebook and Instagram, with the targets that you've already identified, being middle-aged women and men. So this is off of the sheet you sent us, over 30,
right.
Who have
right.
and pick the interest groups, behavior interests, dogs and fitness. Cool. Start there. You don't have to do any sort of geofencing. Keep it within the United States. Run it simultaneously on Instagram and Facebook. Cool. And you're going to install that Facebook pixel tracking on your website because you know how to do that, or at least you know how to tell your people to do that on the website. You're going to install Google Analytics, which you may or may not have done already. Have you? Do you know if you have or not?
I do. I had Monster Insights there for a while.
Okay.
You have to have something, right, Jonesy?
Well, you're talking about Search Console, and it's a separate product, but it can be linked to analytics. And yes, you want analytics because it's going to show where your traffic's coming from, and then a whole lot of other cool data that you can use after day 30. So here's where I'm getting with that. Facebook and Instagram ads are pretty cheap if they're being used effectively. You're also going to uncheck the box of using the Facebook advertising network, which is them placing ads on third-party sites, Because what we're seeing, and this is me running an agency, is what we're seeing right now is we're getting like 60% click fraud of Russian and Chinese bots.
Really?
So we're not
Jeez.
using third-party display network right now. Just staying on platform because that's where your first-party data targeting is. Cool. So now we're feeding the ads at this very low cost per click, sending them to your website. Now your website's gathering all this data. So 30 days down the road, you can go back into Google Analytics and see all the affinity behaviors. So you'll get a much clearer view of who actually is going to your site, how long they're staying there, what they're doing on your site, so you can start applying heat map principles and putting more effort into areas that you want to direct them to. Then taking that behavior and demographic data, but really the behavior is where I'm getting at, is the affinity. What else are these people searching for? Could be gardening, could be cars, whatever. Then you can start targeting those people with a more narrow focus on Facebook. And then it just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy at that point.
I think, too, Jonesy, some of the keywords, like he's number one for biohacking for dogs, and I'm the opposite of you. Like, I hate keywords and analytics and all that. But even I would say, what is he ranking for? Like, how to make my dog live longer.
Yeah.
How to have a healthier dog.
My dog is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My dog is sick.
My dog is throwing up. My dog is scratching same place. I mean, all of these
Aging dogs.
It's
Yeah.
always about the specifics. In other words, at the impact event, we have the theme of impact, but nobody comes to the impact event because they want to have impact. They come to the impact event because they want to become a best-selling author. They want to become a speaker. They want to make more money. They want to put out a product. They want to do all of these different things as specifics. So as much as you can, identify specific health problems that biohacking works, and then you can attract those larger audiences of people that are coming in. I want a solution for my dog's acne. I don't know what
A dog going through puberty.
I don't know what
there
all
you
the
go.
top dog problems are, but you can come up with a dog problem that maybe has a little bit more traction than dog acne. But.
All right, so your assignment is to do the video 30 days in a row. Because honestly, if you're not even that committed to do the video in 30 days in a row, just give up the dream.
Yeah, it's good. It's good training.
It's more about you than it is about anybody else watching the content. It's more about to see if you really want to do this or not. Then you have to start.
Okay.
You have to start building your audience. You have to change your Facebook page. You have to start becoming the person you want to be. Also, you said something about an ebook, right? How many pages do you think an ebook needs to be?
100 to 150.
No, I'm sorry. I think you answered the wrong question. Not how much pages does a published book have to be. How much pages does an ebook have to be?
I don't know if there is an answer to that.
Yeah, you can do it.
Because
In
I've seen 10
6,
pages.
10. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's the
So
value.
get that done.
Yeah.
Get a 6-page or a 10-page book done, ebook. Right? That's all you need. The ebook is the introduction to you, and it's and it gives some people some information, and it gets them to know you. And the only way they get the ebook is how? You give them they give you the email address, right?
The email, right?
Do you have
Content,
do you have an email autoresponder yet?
Like a
I have
Weber.
one.
What are you using?
I'm using. I had Aweber. Actually, I still have Aweber, but I have Go High Level.
Okay, are you actually responding with the Go High Level?
Yeah, so I have that Keep Updated is actually a newsletter that I have 172 people on that newsletter.
So the newsletter is one thing. You're not writing the newsletter, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Anytime anytime I publish a blog post, I write a corresponding email to send out to them to notify them that there is more information.
How often do you do that?
Right now, once a week.
That's
Awesome.
pretty good. Once a week is
That's
good.
pretty good.
So the other thing, you should
Turn
post
those
that.
into videos.
Yeah, you should. That's exactly right.
It's
You
got
should
the
post them
content,
into.
yeah.
You should also post them on your Facebook page. You should post them. Links to them also on your Facebook page, on your business page.
Instagram.
And you need to get the word out there.
Question: why do you have Aweber and Go High Level?
I was at AWeber for a while, and then I just recently switched over to Go High Level.
Yeah,
Convinced
Yeah,
him to buy it.
one of those affiliates. You guys know how I feel about Go High Level.
Yeah.
Dump
Tell me about it.
Dump your contacts from Go High Level into AWeber and delete your Go High Level account and take all that money that you were spending on Go High Level and run some ads.
So it's okay.
That's
seriously.
not necessarily great advice.
No,
That
that's amazing advice
Is
because
it?
he already has a WordPress site.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
have a WordPress site and a
hold on.
autoresponder,
He
you
may
don't
not,
need Go High
he
Level.
may not be able to do that technically yet.
Call me.
Okay, that's fine.
What happens if it's a friend of mine's Go High Level?
Well, then
Buy him some beer.
I have a sub account.
Well, let me ask you a question. How much did this friend buy of your services?
How many dogs does he have?
He has one dog right now.
He needs
How
more
much?
than
How much does he spend on your services?
Nothing right now. He lives in
So
California.
why do you care if you cancel your Go High Level with him?
you anarchist,
It's
dude.
free.
Oh, using
Oh.
it for free. Oh, okay.
Well,
I
man.
have no argument for that.
Okay, I
There is no
misunderstood.
argument for
I
that.
think I
Okay.
misunderstood what he was trying to say. I thought he bought it from his friend who was an affiliate.
No,
And he didn't
I
want
was
to cancel it.
trying to be.
You have stumped
Trying to
the
be nice about
experts.
Okay, so it's free. It's like it's your account or his account.
That's the best price,
His
by the
account.
way.
It's
Free.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I mean,
whoa,
I
whoa.
I'm waiting.
And
Here we
back.
go. Here we go.
Talk me back.
Yeah, let me tell you something right now. You need to cancel that account at 5 seconds after you get off this
No,
this
he
show.
doesn't have to do that, Larry. All he has to do is set up a Zap from Go High Level to AWeber, so that way all his
that's
shit is
fine.
there. And that way, if the friend ever tries to do something dorky, he's got all of his
No,
contacts
you've
ready
got
to
a
go.
whole bunch of problems with this friend. The friend decides he wants to cancel his Go High Level, and he's canceled yours. Your friend decides he doesn't want to spend $99 anymore. You're out of business. And guess who owns the leads? Not you, him. You need to get your own source, not his.
I would agree with that as well.
Here's the greatest thing, right? I want to be the greatest biohacker in the world, but I don't want to spend any money. I don't want to spend any time. I just want to wake up one day and go, I'm the greatest. Stop it. You got to work. You got to spend money. Who's doing your website? You? Are you doing your website yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, you see the problem, right? Everything you're doing is I just think that the whole world's going to be come to me because I'm me. Stop it.
By the
You
way, he
need to
doesn't
really-
know, he doesn't know what everything you're doing. So.
Right. You need to make this a business, not some. Oh, this will be so much fun if it works one day. Stop it. You're wasting your time. Stop your website. All right, you ready? I got a bet. Who wants to bet? I got $100 says he won't do the videos 30 days in a row.
I think he will.
I'll bet you
he will.
$100.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
he will.
Yeah, I think he will.
Yeah.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, bet us 100
30
hours
days
each,
in a row.
Larry.
30
Come
days
on,
in a row.
Daniel, prove him wrong.
We believe in you, son. We believe in
All
you.
right.
You got 3-1 here. Come on.
I say it about
All right.
somewhere around 11. He's
So
gonna
we should
stop.
book the hot sheet now.
A month from today.
Yeah.
A month from today.
The check-in.
Yeah.
So
The
you're going to
accountability
be
check-in.
you want to do a check-in a month from today, and we'll hold you accountable.
You have us
Well,
excited
actually,
here,
whatever
Daniel.
day it is.
No, it's got to be longer than a month from today, because I want to see what else he does.
Oh, you want to see what else?
Right.
Oh,
Right,
jeez.
you know.
The plot thickens.
No, absolutely. I just want to see what else he
I
does.
want regular updates from all these.
Well,
I think
of
that's
course.
a
Yeah.
great idea.
Maybe
Yeah.
like 6 weeks. So
I
that
mean,
way.
just
Fine.
a
Yeah,
quick.
I give him
maybe we should
5.
put a-
We should do an update show.
well,
Like
what I'm
every
thinking.
few weeks, we do an update show where we have
That would
5
be
minutes to
great.
all the people that we did the last 6 shows.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that was.
All right, we'll try and schedule you
All right.
for an update.
All right.
But what are you going to do? Is my bottom line. What are you actually going to do? You listen to all these ideas. You got 50 million ideas. Are you going to execute any of them?
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, I have to do the 30 days in a row. That's a no-brainer there. So
Opt-in.
the video.
Don't forget the
I
opt-in.
need to do the opt-in. So that is the thing. So I have to really work on getting that ebook finished right away, so that I have something to give away as an opt-in, and then I have to change my front page to be more like a landing page rather than just a series of blogs.
Absolutely.
You have taken good notes,
Yeah,
Grasshopper.
that's pretty good.
You missed something else. You need to hire people to do all those things you just said to do.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
another thing.
I agree with you, Larry.
Even if you start on Fiverr, because apparently you do have enough of the technical experience and acumen to know how to outsource properly and not be fleeced, is even start on Fiverr. get some low barrier to entry solutions to this, and then scale from there.
I've personally designed and programmed top 3,000 sites on the internet, and I wouldn't advise that I do my own website. So, get somebody that has the expertise that you really want. Not just a designer. Now, they're template designers that put up templates, but somebody that knows marketing.
We'll do your website for $250.
Yeah.
I'm like, right.
Well, templates are fine if you put thought into the copy and the content.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Nobody cares if a site's
It's the
templated
core,
or not.
but you got to know what you're doing about the marketing. So
Right.
That's key.
I agree with everybody here because I'll tell you what, Daniel, I did my own everything in the beginning. I even went so far as when Flash came out, Ken, I bought the program. I'm like, I'm going to make my own Flash.
Yeah.
I had no business.
Oh, yeah.
You have no business doing any of this on your own, and I say that with all due sincerity. You know, it's great. Look, dude, you're making $100 a month through affiliates now. I would bet on you because you've already proven that you can do this. You've already made more money than 90-something% of the other people.
Yeah, exactly right.
You know, you're on your way, man. This is all good.
Just the idea that he made any money off of this website in this situation, what he's built here with all the problems that we saw with it, and you still made money, that means that you could probably tenfold this instantly if you just got some of the basics.
Absolutely. So even Larry's stuff is good news, is what we're saying, because he does this out of love in his own way, and I agree with everything you said.
Way. I love that one.
You have to See,
yeah, I agree with Larry.
You have to do something. You have to work. You have to spend money, and you have to decide this is where you're going to be, right? You got to burn. I mean, would you mortgage your house to the maximum to make this work?
Yes. I'm just already there. Yes.
Well, it's already there.
He doesn't have to, though.
I don't know. No,
but would he?
But would he? That's the question. The question is, would you?
Yeah.
Right? If you had $500,000 equity in your house and it was all you had to your name, would you mortgage your house and put your house at risk for your business?
Yeah, and
get me to freedom.
If he took
go back to work.
If he took his equity today and just did what we said, hire this person, work on that, and advertise.
I know, this is like
it's
maybe $5,000 worth of stuff right now
on the high end.
On the high end,
just to start,
tops.
right? I mean, you may have some ongoing expenses, but invest $5,000 in your business. Hire a website designer. Dan, do you have any time?
My staff does.
Okay, so
Dan's with me. He's busy with me.
He'll do the website for you, and he does beautiful websites. So he could do it for you. But look, you got to pay, right? That's just the way it is.
So I'm the guy that never paid and always had a profitable business.
That's why he has no money.
Now wait. We'll have this argument. I can tell you for a fact that I've been richer than Larry Steinhouse.
I understand. But the point is, the real point is you're going to say you're richer than friends, but I don't want to get into that. But the whole point is you're right. But that's who you are, Ken. You're the guy who wants to design this stuff. And look, you're limited.
Exactly.
If you hired staff to do it, you would expand.
Here's the thing, Daniel. I mean, and the models that I've done in my life, I built everything from scratch. Never invested a cent in my businesses, and it limits you. It doesn't take you as big as you want. Now, if you go out and you take lots and lots of risk, then it's the peaks and it's the valleys and all those kinds of things. You have to be smart about that risk. A lot of people come to my events and they buy every product at the event just because they think it's going to, take them to the top. The truth is we need the pieces we need when we need them. And there's two sides to a business, right? A profitable business. A profitable business, you have income and you have outgo. And if you have more income than outgo, then your business is profitable. So, just know the metrics. It takes addition and subtraction to be able to figure out that stuff of how you can do it. And money multiplies. Money is a multiplier. Any resource that you have is a multiplier. So you can use that to leverage. So the more money you put in, I mean, if you find Facebook ads and you can make them profitable, put more and more and more money into Facebook ads, because that can just take you exponential. But if you're losing money on every Facebook ad, then you can accelerate things and automate it until you're out of business.
He needs followers first.
Yeah, I know.
So he's going to lose money on all his Facebook ads in the beginning. He needs to get followers.
Well,
not if he's driving web traffic.
Driving
need
web
followers for
traffic
that.
to what? He's
To,
got
to
nothing
a
on his
land,
website.
well, he's going to fix that first. He's going to fix all
I understand,
that.
but he needs to also needs to get followers. What are the three things it takes to make?
There's three things you need to make money. There's a product or service to sell, there's an audience to sell it to, and there's conversion. If you don't have any one of the three, you will not make money. So that means you got to have all three. If you do have all three, you will make money. So
Yeah, I mean, you said you had 170 people on your email list, right? Do you know what
Yes.
the email response is?
It's I think it's only 10%.
No. Do you know what a normal email response is?
It's like 4.
How about like 0.001?
Yeah,
You're talking about response
wow.
or open rate?
response probably.
Yeah, okay. Let's
Well, I mean,
open rate.
what's response?
Open rate could be 2
Well,
or 3%.
If you're
Yeah,
driving traffic, response
I
doesn't.
mean,
That's not a-
conversion.
that's not a metric.
yeah, when you
Conversion.
start going down that loop, it's
Yeah.
to which stage.
But
how many stages
even if
you have
you're
to go to the bottom.
even if you're 10%, let's say I mean, it's not going to happen. But even if you're 10%, even if you're 10% conversion, you now have 17 clients. What do you do with that? That's not going to get you rich.
Right.
That's not even going to.
Do you
That's not even going to
remember-
pay for
Do
the
you,
time.
do you remember Jeff Walker? Do you know anything about Jeff Walker? You're probably
Yeah.
too young. So Jeff Walker, his first launch, I think he had 250 people on his list and did 6 figures or
Yeah,
more.
but don't
with that-
tell him.
that list.
That's a different time.
So
and
no,
That was way
it wasn't
different
a
time.
different time.
he can't do that.
Yes, he could.
Yes, he could. Product launch formula.
Here, yeah.
I believe he could.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. See how we have varying opinions. That's why we have a panel. The truth of the matter is he was selling high ticket products, right? So high ticket products is a whole nother thing. If you had 250 buyers of a $10,000 product, no problem. But you got to have people that are highly interested in it.
We also didn't talk about his high ticket offer, which
we didn't
as
talk about
somebody-
his offer at all.
somebody who is a veterinarian with a doctorate degree, I have a high ticket offer, and I'm just some dude who plays hockey and does marketing, right? So if you position yourself with a high ticket offer, you'll get somebody to buy
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah,
you're not. I would say, I guess you can't give diagnosis between states, but you can do consultations.
Well, teach about it.
Yeah.
Sell a course. Have a workshop. Have a seminar for people that are dog lovers that want to optimize their dog's health. I mean, those kinds of high ticket offers can get you into business really quick. You're already doing it in front of 250 people. 250 people are interested in this stuff. What if you could get 100 people to your own conference?
Mm-hmm.
I also think, Ken, and it's a great point. There are people, myself included, that would take care of their dog before themselves.
Yeah.
So this is a great. You're
It's
in a great
ridiculous
market.
the amount of money.
The market
Yeah.
you're in is
about
great.
dogs.
You got to get to be known.
It says
And
for
until somebody knows you, you're going to go nowhere with it. And as far as I'm concerned with affiliate, now look, these guys are going to completely disagree with me, and you might even disagree with me. And again, take everything the way you want, but
Remember, you get to toss all this
but
advice
if you
out.
become the famous veterinarian, the affiliate programs are going to be finding you. They can say, "Please sell my product. Please sell my product. Please sell my product." Not you're going to go out and go, "Hey, I'll sell this dog collar. I'll sell this dog food. I'll sell this blah blah blah," and they don't even know who you are. They don't even care.
Right.
I
When
can
you become
tell.
when
we're
you
not
become
we're
the
not
face,
disagreeing with you.
no, there's nothing to
when you
disagree
become
with.
thank
That's
you.
no
that's like
disagreement.
that's standard operating
Yeah.
procedure.
We
You have
want
to
to
become the
disagree
famous
with you,
person.
but we can't. That's the problem.
Here's-
There you go.
Here's the thing: when you're talking about affiliates, you're talking about two different aspects of it. You got people that are out there pushing products, and there are people who own the products. Guess which one makes more money?
The person owning the product.
That's right.
Yes. So there's no reason he can't develop a course
Yeah.
that you sell to
I mean,
affiliates.
I created Affiliate Showcase, which was the largest affiliate directory in the world at one point, and it did nothing but affiliate programs. So I'm all for affiliate programs, but I think you should start thinking of that as a side income. In other words,
100%.
it's coming in. How can I get money off of this? you don't want to be a representative of somebody else's product
unless you become that person.
Yeah.
You got to become that person. If I want to sell, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But if you want to sell something, and that's the one thing you're going to sell, you have to become that product. You're not, or if you're or the product has to become you. In other words, if you become so famous that when you hold up a bottle of dog food or a can of dog food, everybody buys that dog food just because you endorsed it. That's very hard to get to. You can do it, but it's very hard to get to. On the other side, he's right. Why would you want to sell dog food that you make 25 cents a can off of when you could sell programs or courses or I don't know, just a lifestyle for a dog? Every morning you do this for your dog and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what to do, what you would come up with, but that would make you more money. How about a $5,000 course to make your dog live longer?
And you own that, and you keep 100. Once it's done, you don't have any more expense either, except to promote it. And even 5,000 is great. There are people that pay for purebreds. Now, I'm a rescue kind of a guy, but people pay how much for a purebred dog? Like a couple thousand?
I paid $3,000 for my dog. I paid $3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't blink. So
no, I
blinked.
No.
I was in the other room, and I said, "What?"
Right, and then if and you're right. If my dog went into the hospital, but it's funny. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I mean, my cat went into the hospital a couple of years ago, and I basically said, "What are the odds of the survival?" And the doctor said, "Very little." So I said, "All right, put it down." Because what am I going to do? Spend $5,000 and torture the cat for 3 more days?
How do you feel about
and then watch it die? Yeah. I just don't want to do that.
Yeah. Daniel, how do you feel about cats? Do we have a cat longevity one too, or are you dogs only?
Right now it's dogs only. Yes, I have some cats here and there. The cat clientele is a little bit different type of person.
You know what else you should do? You should have interviews with people who have pets, talking to them, ask them your problem. The problem you have with the pet and how you're going to solve it. We have 2 minutes left, Ken. How do you want to handle it?
Well, I want you to clearly articulate exactly what you're going to do in the next 30 days.
Do it, yeah.
In the next 30 days, I'm going to do a Facebook Live video every day on biohacking for dogs. I'm going to change my personal Facebook so that it does signify more of the animal, more of the dog and biohacking, the person that I want to become. I need to get an ebook written within the next couple of days so that I can have an opt-in page, an opt-in at the top of the website. The website, I have to dig up some money to have somebody else do the website. And those are the main things that I was going to do.
Beautiful.
All right, that sounds good.
Love it.
Claim your database, meaning get ownership of your
get off somebody else's
materials. Yeah, you really don't want to entrust that to anybody else because, and even if you're on a service like Aweber or something like that, it's a good idea to download your contacts and your information. It's your data. Anything can go away, no longer how long they've been here. So
absolutely.
Any final words from our panelists?
That's why Ken handwrites all of his entire email list into a ledger.
I do.
He's old school.
I do things
Definitely
manual.
old school.
I have it. It's my data. That's for
Daniel,
sure.
Just understand. I'm going to give you my final word, but just understand I like you. You're a nice guy. Here's my final word.
Oh, thanks.
Good luck. You're going to need it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for anybody.
I applaud you for making money with this project already. You're ahead of 900% of. You're in the top 90% of people that go out there and try and do something like this. So you're already there. Now get to the top 1%. So that'd be great.
If you were a horse, I'd bet on you.
I'll tell you what. How much?
3.
How much?
Well, $100.
I'll take that bet. I'm betting he won't even do the videos for 30 days.
No, he will. Look at that face.
We'll see.
He's going to do them.
Good, Dan.
All right. We're reporting back.
Go.
Dan, anything else? Final words?
Be the alpha dog. You've got all the goods for it.
Well, That's it.
Yeah.
So Larry doesn't understand that I was a world champion, so I know about commitment and dedication.
There's
good.
the sleeper
We're
right
going,
there.
We're going.
Yep.
Oh, believe me, I'm not worried.
Martial arts
All right.
makes discipline.
You check back in with us, and anybody that wants to be on this broadcast, you should reach out to Larry or Frank Garon or Dan Tbone Jones or me personally and say, I want to be there. We want about a win sheet page of a description of your project and the questions you want answered. So reach out to us now and view this, share this with your friends. Hope this was helpful to you.
Impact Master Panel.
Impact Master Panel.
Signing out.
Bye-bye.